Dr. Samantha Chen peered through her telescope, scanning the night sky for any unusual activity. As the lead astronomer at the Hillsdale Observatory, she had spent countless nights like this, searching for signs of extraterrestrial life. Little did she know that tonight, everything would change. A bright flash illuminated the sky, followed by a streaking object that seemed to slow as it approached Earth. Samantha's heart raced as she tracked its descent. This was no meteor or satellite. Its trajectory was too controlled, too deliberate. "Holy crap," she muttered, fumbling for her phone. "I need to alert the authorities." Before she could dial, a deafening boom shook the observatory. Samantha stumbled, catching herself on the edge of her desk. Through the window, she saw a faint glow emanating from the nearby forest. Against her better judgment, Samantha grabbed her emergency kit and rushed out the door. As she approached the forest's edge, the glow intensified, casting eerie shadows among the trees. She pushed through the underbrush, her curiosity overriding her fear. In a small clearing, Samantha froze. Before her stood a sleek, silver craft unlike anything she had ever seen. Its surface shimmered with an otherworldly iridescence, and a soft hum filled the air. As she watched, a seam appeared in the craft's smooth exterior, and a ramp extended to the ground. Samantha held her breath as a figure emerged from the ship. It was humanoid in shape, but its proportions were slightly off: longer limbs, a larger head, and skin that seemed to shift colors like a chameleon. The being's eyes, large and multifaceted, fixed on Samantha. "Greetings, Earth Dweller," the alien said, its voice a melodic trill that seemed to bypass Samantha's ears and resonate directly in her mind. "I am Zrix, exchange student from the Galactic Academy of Intercultural Studies." Samantha blinked, her scientific mind struggling to process what she was seeing and hearing. "I'm Dr. Samantha Chen," she managed to say. "Did you say, exchange student?" Zrix's skin rippled with shades of blue and green. "Indeed, your planet was recently approved for the Galactic Exchange Program. I am the first to arrive." As Samantha's shock began to subside, questions flooded her mind. "But why here? Why now? And how can you speak English?" Zrix made a sound that might have been a chuckle. "Your species has been under observation for some time. We've learned your languages and customs. As the why here and now, you were chosen, Dr. Chen. Your work in astronomy and your open-minded approach to the possibility of extraterrestrial life made you an ideal first contact." Samantha's mind reeled. She had always hoped for this moment, but now that it was here, she felt woefully unprepared. What happens now? "Now," Zrix said, its skin shifting to a warm orange, "I hope you'll help me integrate into your society. I'm here to learn about humans, and in exchange, I can share some of our knowledge with you." As if on cue, sirens wailed in the distance. Samantha realized that others must have seen the craft's descent. "We need to move," she said urgently. "If the authorities find you here, I don't know what will happen." Zrix tilted its head. "Is this not a joyous occasion? The beginning of intergalactic relations?" Samantha laughed nervously. "It should be, but humans can be complicated. Let me help you. We'll figure this out together." As they hurried back towards the observatory, Samantha's mind buzzed with the implications of this encounter. She had just become Earth's ambassador to an alien civilization, and she had no idea what challenges lay ahead. Over the next few days, Samantha worked tirelessly to keep Zrix hidden, while she made discreet inquiries to her most trusted colleagues in the scientific community. To her surprise, she found that a select few had been preparing for this moment. A secret international task force had been formed to handle first contact scenarios, and Samantha soon found herself at the center of a whirlwind of activity. As government officials and scientists debated how to proceed, Samantha spent time with Zrix, learning about its culture and sharing her own. She was amazed by the alien's ability to absorb information and equally impressed by its patience with human quirks and limitations. "Your species is fascinating," Zrix commented one evening as they shared a meal. Samantha had discovered that the alien could consume most Earth foods, though it had a particular fondness for spicy dishes. You have so much potential, yet you are held back by fear and division. Samantha nodded, stirring her curry thoughtfully. We've come a long way, but we still have a lot to learn. That's why this exchange program is so important. It could change everything. Zrix's skin shimmered with a soft purple hue. Indeed, and you, Samantha, will play a crucial role in shaping your planet's future in the galactic community. As Samantha pondered Zrix's words, she realized that her life had irrevocably changed. The universe had suddenly become much larger, and humanity's place in it was about to be redefined. With a mix of excitement and trepidation, she looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead, knowing that this was just the beginning of an extraordinary journey. As weeks passed, Samantha found herself in a whirlwind of activity. The International Task Force had decided to gradually introduce Zrix to the public, starting with controlled interviews and carefully staged appearances. Samantha, as Zrix's primary human contact, was thrust into the spotlight alongside her alien friend. "How are you holding up?" Samantha asked Zrix one morning as they prepared for another press conference. The alien's skin rippled with shades of yellow and green, a sign Samantha had learned to interpret as excitement mixed with nervousness. "I am adapting," Zrix replied, its multifaceted eyes blinking in rapid succession. "Your species' curiosity is admirable, though the constant barrage of questions can be overwhelming." Samantha chuckled. "Welcome to Earth. We're an inquisitive bunch." As they made their way to the conference room, Samantha marveled at how quickly her life had changed. Just months ago, she had been a relatively unknown astronomer. Now, she was at the forefront of humanity's first steps into a larger galactic community. The press conference went as smoothly as could be expected. Journalists from around the world peppered Zrix with questions about its home planet, the Galactic Academy, and the purpose of the exchange program. Samantha watched with pride as Zrix handled each query with patience and grace. "Dr. Chen," one reporter called out, "how has working with Zrix changed your perspective on the universe?" Samantha paused, considering her words carefully. "It's been humbling," she finally said. "We've learned that we're not alone, but also that we have so much more to discover. Zrix has shown us that the universe is more diverse and wonderful than we ever imagined." As the conference concluded, Samantha noticed a group of stern-faced individuals enter the room. She recognized General Laura Hayes, the military liaison to the task force, among them. "Dr. Chen, Zrix," the general said, her voice clipped and professional. "We need to speak with you both, privately." In a secure room, General Hayes got straight to the point. "We've detected an anomaly in Earth's orbit. Our instruments suggest it's similar to the technology of Zrix's ship. We need to know if this is part of the exchange program." Zrix's skin paled to an ashen gray. "It is not," the alien said, its voice quavering slightly. "I was to be the sole representative for this phase of the program." Samantha felt a chill run down her spine. "What does this mean, Zrix?" The alien's eyes darted between Samantha and the general. "It could be many things. A curious passerby, perhaps. Or what?" General Hayes pressed. "Or it could be someone who doesn't approve of the exchange program," Zrix finished quietly. The room fell silent as the implications sank in. Samantha's mind raced. They had been so focused on humanity's reaction to first contact that they hadn't considered the possibility of opposition from other alien factions. "What can we do?" Samantha asked, looking to both Zrix and the general. General Hayes straightened her uniform. "We need more information. Zrix, is there any way you can communicate with your people? Find out if they know anything about this visitor." Zrix nodded, its skin slowly returning to a more neutral blue. "I can attempt to send a message through my ship's communication array, but it will take time for a response to reach us." "Do it," the general ordered. "In the meantime, we'll keep this information classified. The last thing we need is global panic." As they left the meeting, Samantha pulled Zrix aside. "Are you okay? You seemed pretty shaken up in there." Zrix's skin rippled with dark blues and purples. "I am," concerned Samantha. "My people believed that Earth was ready for this exchange. But if others have followed me here, with unknown intentions, it could jeopardize everything we've worked for." Samantha placed a reassuring hand on Zrix's arm, marveling at the strange texture of its skin. "We'll figure this out together. Humanity has faced challenges before. This is just another hurdle we'll overcome." Over the next few days, Samantha and Zrix worked closely with the task force, dividing their time between public appearances and private strategy sessions. Zrix shared more of its advanced technology, helping Earth's scientists upgrade their monitoring systems to better track the mysterious object in orbit. One evening, as they pored over data in Samantha's lab, Zrix suddenly stiffened. Its skin flashed a brilliant white before settling into a deep, pulsating red. "Zrix, what's wrong?" Samantha asked, alarmed. "I've received a response from the Galactic Academy," Zrix said, its voice unnaturally flat. "The object in your orbit is not one of ours. It's a scout ship from the Drachnid Empire." Samantha felt her blood run cold. "And who are the Drachnids?" Zrix's eyes met hers, filled with a mixture of fear and determination. "They are a species that believes in cosmic superiority. They see younger races as resources to be exploited or eliminated. If they're here, Earth could be in grave danger." Samantha's mind reeled as she grappled with this new information. The excitement of first contact was rapidly giving way to the realization that humanity might be facing its greatest threat. "We need to tell the others," Samantha said, reaching for her phone, "and we need a plan." As she dialed, Samantha looked at Zrix, seeing not just an alien being, but a friend and ally. Whatever challenges lay ahead, she knew that humanity wouldn't face them alone. The true test of Earth's readiness for the galactic stage was just beginning, and Samantha was determined to prove that humans were up to the task. The revelation of the Drachnid threat cast a shadow over Earth's burgeoning relationship with the galactic community. For weeks, Samantha, Zrix, and the International Task Force worked tirelessly to develop strategies for Earth's defense while maintaining public calm. Then, unexpectedly, hope arrived in the form of an ornate, holographic invitation. Samantha and Zrix stood before the assembled world leaders, the shimmering invitation floating between them. General Hayes cleared her throat, breaking the stunned silence that had fallen over the room. "Dr. Chen, please explain to us once more what exactly this invitation entails," the general said, her voice tight with barely contained skepticism. Samantha nodded, taking a deep breath. "As Zrix has informed us, this is an invitation for Earth to participate in the Galactic Tournament of Champions. It's a competition held every millennium, where representatives from various civilizations compete in a series of challenges designed to showcase their species' strengths and innovations." "And how exactly is this supposed to help us with the Drachnid situation?" asked the Chinese premier, his brow furrowed. Zrix stepped forward, its skin shimmering with purposeful green and gold hues. "The tournament is more than just a competition. It's a diplomatic event of the highest order. Participation would grant Earth immediate recognition in the galactic community. More importantly, it would place you under the protection of the Galactic Council for the duration of the event, which would effectively neutralize any immediate threat from the Drachnids," Samantha added, excitement creeping into her voice. "It buys us time and gives us a chance to showcase humanity's potential on a cosmic stage." The room erupted in a flurry of discussions. After hours of debate, a decision was reached. Earth would accept the invitation. In the weeks that followed, a team was assembled. Samantha, as Earth's primary liaison with Zrix, was chosen to lead. Joining her were Dr. Yuki Tanaka, a brilliant roboticist, Major Carlos Ortiz, a decorated military strategist, and Dr. Aisha Okafor, a renowned linguist and anthropologist. Zrix, though not officially a competitor, was allowed to accompany the team as an advisor and cultural attaché. As they prepared for departure, Samantha found herself in her old observatory, gazing at the stars that would soon be her destination. Zrix approached, its skin a calm, deep blue. "Having second thoughts, Samantha?" the alien asked gently. Samantha shook her head, smiling. "Not second thoughts, just reflecting. A few months ago, I was searching these stars for any sign of life. Now, I'm about to travel among them, representing all of humanity. It's overwhelming." Zrix's skin rippled with understanding. "You humans have a remarkable capacity for adaptation. It's one of your greatest strengths, and I believe it will serve you well in the tournament." As they boarded the sleek, alien ship that would take them to the tournament, Samantha felt a mix of excitement and trepidation. The vessel, a loan from the Galactic Council, was unlike anything humans had ever constructed. Its interior seemed to shift and adapt to their needs, and view screens offered breathtaking vistas of the passing cosmos. During the journey, the team trained rigorously. Zrix provided insights into the types of challenges they might face, and each team member pushed themselves to their limits. Dr. Tanaka worked tirelessly on a series of modular robots that could adapt to various situations. Major Ortiz ran combat simulations, honing both his physical skills and tactical thinking. Dr. Okafor immersed herself in a virtual library of alien languages and cultures, preparing for any diplomatic scenarios they might encounter. Samantha, drawing on her astrophysics background, studied the advanced technology of their ship, determined to understand as much as she could about the cosmic playground they were entering. As they approached their destination, Zrix gathered the team for a final briefing. The alien's skin pulsed with a mix of excited yellows and cautionary oranges. "We're about to enter the Nexus," Zrix explained. "It's a space station of immense proportions, created specifically for the tournament. Once we're there, you'll be facing challenges unlike anything you've encountered on Earth. Remember, this isn't just about winning. It's about showing the galaxy what humanity is capable of." The ship shuddered slightly as it decelerated. Through the view screen, an enormous structure came into view. The Nexus was a marvel of engineering, a massive ring-shaped station that seemed to glow with inner light. Ships of all shapes and sizes swarmed around it, a testament to the diversity of the gathered civilizations. As they docked, Samantha felt a lump in her throat. This was it. They were about to step onto a truly alien world, carrying the hopes and dreams of all humanity with them. The airlock hissed open, revealing a bustling docking bay filled with creatures of every conceivable form. Some were vaguely humanoid, others defied easy description. The air was filled with a cacophony of sounds, scents, and colors that overwhelmed human senses. Samantha stepped forward, her team close behind. A tall, ethereal being approached them, its body seeming to shimmer in and out of existence. "Welcome, representatives of Earth," the being said, its voice resonating in their minds. "I am Farah, your guide for the tournament. Please follow me. The opening ceremonies are about to begin." As they followed Farah through the winding corridors of the Nexus, Samantha couldn't help but feel a swell of pride. Despite the odds, despite the threats looming over their planet, humanity had made it here. They were about to prove themselves on the grandest stage imaginable. Whatever challenges lay ahead in the galactic tournament, Samantha knew one thing for certain: Earth was ready to show the cosmos what humans were made of. The true test of their species' ingenuity, adaptability, and determination was about to begin. The opening ceremonies of the galactic tournament were a spectacle beyond anything the human team had ever imagined. Holographic displays filled the vast arena, showcasing the histories and achievements of each participating civilization. When Earth's turn came, Samantha felt a surge of pride as images of human art, science, and culture dazzled the alien audience. As the ceremonies concluded, Farah approached the Earth team. "Your first challenge begins tomorrow," the ethereal being announced. "Rest well, for you will need all your strength and wit." That night, as the team prepared in their assigned quarters, an unexpected visitor arrived. A hulking reptilian creature entered, its scales shimmering with an oily iridescence. Strix's skin paled at the sight. "Drachnid," Strix whispered, a tremor in its voice. The drachnid's mouth split in what might have been a smile, revealing rows of needle-sharp teeth. "So, the primitives have made it to the grand stage," it hissed. "I am Krogath, and I will enjoy watching your species stumble and fail." Samantha stepped forward, her heart pounding but her voice steady. "We're here to compete, not to make enemies. May the best team win." Krogath's eyes narrowed. "Oh, we will, human. We will." As the drachnid left, Major Ortiz turned to the others. "I don't like this. They're up to something." Dr. Okafor nodded. "We need to be on our guard. This isn't just about the competition anymore." The next morning, the team was led to a massive, shape-shifting arena. Alfara's voice echoed through the space. "Your first challenge is one of adaptation. The environment will change rapidly. Your goal is to navigate to the center and retrieve the cosmic cube. You have 1 hour." As soon as the challenge began, the arena transformed. One moment, the team was standing on solid ground. The next, they were plunging into a gelatinous ocean. Strange, bioluminescent creatures swirled around them. Dr. Tanaka quickly deployed her modular robots, which formed a protective bubble around the team. "These should help us breathe and move," she gasped. Samantha nodded, her mind racing. "Okay, we need to figure out which way is down in this environment. The cube is likely at the deepest point." As they navigated the alien ocean, the environment shifted again. The liquid solidified into a crystalline forest, with razor-sharp edges threatening to shred their protective bubble. Major Ortiz took the lead, using his tactical skills to plot a safe path through the treacherous terrain. "Stay close," he warned. "This place is a death trap." Just as they thought they had adapted, the crystal forest erupted into a volcanic hellscape. Rivers of lava flowed around them, and toxic gases filled the air. Dr. Okafor, who had been quiet until now, suddenly perked up. "The gases," she exclaimed. "They're forming patterns. It's a language." As Dr. Okafor decoded the gaseous messages, she guided the team through safe passages, avoiding deadly traps that would have otherwise been invisible. With minutes to spare, they reached the center of the arena. The cosmic cube hovered before them, pulsing with otherworldly energy. As Samantha reached for it, a familiar, scaly hand snatched it away. Krogath materialized, clutching the cube. "Too slow, primitives," he snarled. But Samantha had anticipated this. With a nod to Dr. Tanaka, one of the modular robots sprang into action, shape-shifting into a net that enveloped both Krogath and the cube. "Cheating is against the rules," Samantha said calmly. "I believe this disqualifies you from this round." Alfara appeared, its form shimmering with what seemed to be approval. "Correct, Dr. Chen. The Earth team has not only completed the challenge, but has also demonstrated integrity. You have won this round." As they exited the arena, exhausted but triumphant, Samantha couldn't help but feel a swell of pride. They had faced their first true test and emerged victorious. But their celebration was short-lived. As they returned to their quarters, they found Strix waiting for them, its skin a turbulent mix of worried grays and alarmed reds. "We have a problem," Strix said urgently. "I've intercepted communications from the Drachnid ship. They're not just here for the tournament. They're planning to use this gathering as cover for a full-scale invasion of Earth." The team exchanged worried glances. They had won the battle, but the war for Earth's future was far from over. As the adrenaline of their victory faded, a grim realization set in. Their performance in the galactic tournament was now tied directly to the fate of their home planet. Samantha took a deep breath, steeling herself for the challenges ahead. "All right, team. We've proven we can hold our own in the arena. Now we need to figure out how to stop an alien invasion while competing in a cosmic Olympics. Any ideas?" As the team huddled together, brainstorming strategies, Samantha couldn't help but marvel at the bizarre turn her life had taken. From stargazing in a small observatory to defending Earth in an intergalactic competition, it was almost too much to comprehend. But one thing was certain: humanity's ingenuity and determination were about to be tested like never before. The days that followed were a blur of intense competition and clandestine planning. The Earth team pushed themselves to their limits in each challenge, their performances improving with each round. They navigated quantum mazes, solved multidimensional puzzles, and even participated in a galactic version of Capture the Flag that spanned an entire solar system. Throughout it all, they worked tirelessly to uncover more about the Drachnid invasion plan. Dr. Okafor's linguistic skills proved invaluable as she decrypted intercepted communications, while Major Ortiz's military expertise helped them understand the tactical implications of the Drachnid's movements. As the tournament progressed, Earth's team found themselves climbing the ranks, surprising many of the alien spectators. Their unique approach to problems, a blend of creativity, teamwork, and adaptability, set them apart from the more technologically advanced civilizations. On the eve of the final challenge, Samantha gathered her team in their quarters. The atmosphere was tense, a mix of excitement for their unexpected success in the tournament and dread for the looming threat to Earth. "All right, team," Samantha began, her voice steady despite her inner turmoil. "Tomorrow is the final challenge. If we win, Earth gains full membership in the Galactic Council, which means protection from the Drachnids. If we lose—" "We don't intend to lose," Dr. Tanaka interjected, her eyes gleaming with determination. Srix, who had been quietly observing, spoke up. "There's something else you should know. I've been analyzing the tournament's history. The final challenge always tests the core values and strengths of each civilization. For some, it's advanced technology. For others, it's physical prowess or mental abilities. So what do you think it'll be for us?" Major Ortiz asked, leaning forward. Samantha smiled. "If I had to guess, it'll be something that tests our greatest strength, our humanity." As dawn broke on the day of the final challenge, the team was led to a vast, empty chamber. The walls seemed to shimmer and shift, hinting at hidden complexities. Salafara materialized before them, its form more solemn than usual. "Representatives of Earth," it intoned, "you have surprised many with your performance thus far. Now comes the ultimate test. This chamber will present each of you with a unique challenge, drawn from your own minds and experiences. You must face your deepest fears, your greatest regrets, and your most challenging moral dilemmas. Only by overcoming these personal trials can you hope to succeed." With those cryptic words, Axile Farah vanished, and the chamber began to change. The team found themselves separated, each facing their own personalized challenge. Samantha found herself back in her old observatory, staring at a night sky devoid of stars. A voice that sounded eerily like her own whispered, "You've led humanity into a war they can't win. Your curiosity has doomed your species." Dr. Tanaka was surrounded by her robots, but they were turning against her, morphing into weapons of mass destruction. "Your creations will be the end of humanity," they chanted in unison. Major Ortiz relived his most harrowing combat experience, forced to choose between saving his team and completing a mission critical to Earth's safety. Dr. Okafor found herself unable to communicate, her vast linguistic knowledge erased, leaving her isolated and helpless in a crowd of alien beings. Each team member grappled with their personal demons, fighting not just for victory in the tournament, but for their own self-belief and the future of humanity. Samantha, realizing the nature of the challenge, called out to her team, her voice echoing through their individual trials. "Remember who we are. Our strength isn't in being perfect, it's in facing our flaws and fears together. We are human, and that's our greatest asset." Inspired by her words, the team began to push back against their nightmares. Dr. Tanaka reprogrammed her rogue robots, turning them back into tools for good. Major Ortiz found a third option in his impossible choice, saving both his team and the mission. Dr. Okafor, drawing on her deep empathy, found new ways to communicate beyond language. And Samantha, facing her doubts about leading humanity into the cosmos, realized that curiosity and courage were two sides of the same coin. "We may not be the most advanced species," she declared to the empty sky, "but we will never stop striving, never stop learning, and never stop fighting for what's right." As each team member overcame their personal trial, the chamber began to glow. The individual challenges merged, and the team found themselves reunited, standing before a pulsating orb of energy. HFY reappeared, its form radiating with an almost tangible sense of approval. "Congratulations, Earth team. You have passed the final challenge. By facing your individual fears and coming together in the face of adversity, you've demonstrated the true strength of your species." The orb of energy expanded, enveloping the team in a warm, comforting light. As it faded, they found themselves back in the main arena, surrounded by cheering alien spectators. Samantha looked at her team, seeing the mixture of exhaustion and elation on their faces. They had done it. They had proven humanity's worth on the galactic stage. But even as the crowd's cheers washed over them, Samantha knew their greatest challenge still lay ahead. They had won the tournament, but now they had to use that victory to save Earth from the Drachnid threat. As HFY approached with the tournament's grand prize, Samantha squared her shoulders. The real test of humanity's place in the cosmos was just beginning. The aftermath of Earth's victory in the galactic tournament was a whirlwind of activity. As the team stood on the grand stage, accepting the tournament's prize, a small, intricately designed device that seemed to pulse with cosmic energy, HFY made the official announcement. "We welcome Earth as the newest member of the Galactic Council," the ethereal being proclaimed, its voice resonating throughout the vast arena. "May this mark the beginning of a new era of cooperation and understanding in our cosmic community." The crowd erupted in cheers, but Samantha and her team exchanged knowing glances. Their work was far from over. As soon as they were away from the public eye, Samantha turned to Zrix. "What now? How do we use this victory to stop the Drachnid invasion?" Zrix's skin shimmered with a mix of blue determination and green hope. "The Council membership grants Earth immediate protection under galactic law, but we need to act fast to make it official before the Drachnids make their move." Dr. Okafor stepped forward, her eyes gleaming with an idea. "The prize," she said, pointing to the device in Samantha's hands. HFY called it the Cosmic Harmonizer. "If I understood the ancient texts correctly, it's not just a trophy, it's a powerful communication device." Dr. Tanaka's eyes widened in realization. "We could use it to broadcast Earth's new status across the galaxy instantly." Without wasting another moment, the team huddled around the Cosmic Harmonizer. Dr. Tanaka and Dr. Okafor worked together to decipher its mechanisms, while Samantha and Major Ortiz crafted a message with Zrix's guidance. Just as they were about to activate the device, alarms blared throughout the station. HFY appeared, its form flickering with urgency. "The Drachnid fleet has broken formation. They're heading towards Earth." Samantha's heart raced, but she steeled herself. "Now or never," she said, activating the harmonizer. The device hummed to life, projecting a massive holographic image of Earth visible throughout the Nexus. Samantha's voice, amplified and translated into thousands of alien languages, echoed across the galaxy. "Attention, citizens of the cosmos. Earth is now under the protection of the Galactic Council. Any act of aggression against our planet will be considered a violation of galactic law. To the Drachnid Empire, stand down your forces immediately." For a moment, the entire station held its breath. Then, reports started flooding in. The Drachnid fleet had halted its advance. Confusion rippled through their ranks as the message reached them. Krogath burst into the room, his scales flaring with rage. "This is impossible. You primitives couldn't have." He was cut off as a squad of galactic peacekeepers surrounded him. HFY stepped forward, its voice cold. "Krogath of the Drachnid Empire, You and your leaders are hereby charged with attempted violation of galactic law and conspiracy to invade a protected planet. As Krogath was led away, the tension in the room slowly dissipated. They had done it. Earth was safe. In the days that followed, the implications of Earth's victory unfolded. The Drachnid invasion force was dismantled, and negotiations began for peaceful relations between Earth and the wider galactic community. Samantha and her team were hailed as heroes, not just on Earth, but across the cosmos. Their unique blend of skills, creativity, and humanity had not only won them the tournament, but had also ushered in a new age for their species. As they prepared to return to Earth, Samantha found herself looking out at the stars once more, this time from the observation deck of the Nexus. Zrix joined her, its skin a calm, contented blue. "You've accomplished something remarkable, Samantha," Zrix said softly. "You've opened the doors to the cosmos for your people." Samantha smiled, her mind already racing with the possibilities that lay ahead. "We've only just begun, Zrix. There's so much more to explore, so much more to learn." "And what will you do now?" Zrix asked, curiosity coloring its voice. Samantha turned to her alien friend, her eyes shining with determination. "We'll do what humans have always done. We'll adapt, we'll grow, we'll reach for the stars. Only now, we know what's waiting for us out there." As their ship departed the Nexus, carrying them back to a Earth forever changed, Samantha felt a profound sense of both accomplishment and anticipation. They had faced the ultimate test and emerged victorious, proving that humanity's greatest strengths, curiosity, adaptability, and unwavering spirit, were more than a match for the challenges of the cosmos. The Galactic Exchange Program had been just the beginning. Now, as Earth took its place among the stars, a new chapter in human history was about to unfold, and Samantha, along with her team, would be at the forefront, ready to face whatever new adventures and challenges the universe had in store. As they approached Earth, its blue marble growing larger in the viewscreen, Samantha realized that their journey had come full circle. What had begun with a curious astronomer gazing at the stars had led to humanity's cosmic awakening. The future was bright, vast, and filled with infinite possibilities. "Welcome home," Samantha whispered, both to her team and to the planet below. "Let's show the galaxy what humanity can really do." And with that, they descended towards Earth, carrying with them the promise of a new era, one where humanity would take its place among the stars, forever changed but undeniably, triumphantly human.